Thank you for listening to a nighttime adventure bedtime story from nighttimeadventures.com. Visit our website to view hundreds of exciting bedtime stories for children of all ages.
The Nighttime Adventures of Max, Maple Syrup. Max was a curious and adventurous young boy who loved to explore the world around him. One night, as he drifted off to sleep, he found himself transported to a beautiful forest in Vermont. The sun was just starting to rise over the horizon, and the air was crisp and cool. As Max walked through the forest, he noticed that many of the trees had metal buckets hanging from them. Curious, Max approached one of the buckets and peered inside. He was surprised to see that it was full of a sweet, golden liquid, maple syrup. Max had always loved maple syrup on his pancakes, and he couldn't believe that he was standing in the middle of a real maple syrup farm. As Max walked through the forest, he met a friendly farmer named Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins explained that he had been collecting maple syrup from the trees for many years, and that it was a family tradition that had been passed down for generations. Max was fascinated by the process, and Mr. Jenkins invited him to help collect the maple syrup. Together, Max and Mr. Jenkins walked through the forest, stopping at each tree to collect the sap. Max learned that the sap is collected by drilling a small hole in the tree and inserting a spout to collect the sap. The sap is then boiled down into maple syrup, which is bottled and sold to customers all over the world. Max was amazed by the process, and he loved being able to help Mr. Jenkins collect the sap. He felt a sense of pride and accomplishment as he worked, knowing that he was contributing to something special. As the sun started to set, Max and Mr. Jenkins finished their work for the day and sat down to enjoy a delicious dinner of pancakes and fresh maple syrup. Max savored every bite, knowing that it had come from the hard work and dedication of Mr. Jenkins and his family. As Max drifted off to sleep at night, he felt grateful for the experience. He knew that he had learned something special, and that he would always cherish the memories of his time on the maple syrup farm. He closed his eyes, feeling excited for the adventures that lay ahead, knowing that there was still so much of the world to explore.